Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, Bahasham Recha Kodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. And today we're going to go into the book of Deuteronomy, the 2nd chapter. Then we turned and took our journey into the wilderness by the way of the Red Sea, as the Lord Yahweh spake unto me. And we compassed Mount Seir many days. And the Lord spake unto me, saying, Ye have compassed this mountain long enough. Turn you northward. So for a long time, right, they were wandering right within that region, that area, right, around the borders of the area of Seir, just going round and round and round, until the Lord eventually said, all right, that's long enough. Now go back up north. And command thou the people, saying, Ye are to pass through the coast of your brethren, the children of Esau. And it says brethren because of Esau being the brother of Jacob, which dwell in Seir, and they shall be afraid of you. Take ye good heed unto yourselves, therefore. So make sure you're very careful, because they're already afraid of you, so they're on edge. Meddle not with them, for I will not give you their land. So don't bother them. Don't try to go up in their land. Don't harass them, because that land is theirs. I'm not going to give that part to you. No, not so much as a foot breadth, because I have given Mount Seir unto Esau for your possession. Ye shall buy meat of them for money, that ye may eat, and ye shall also buy water of them for money, that ye may drink. So, when passing by, you can buy stuff, obviously from what they sell, but don't bother them. So when we said, yo, let's go through your land, and they said, nope, that was it. We couldn't go through their land. We had to go around. For the Lord Yahweh thy God hath blessed thee in all the works of thy hand. He knoweth thy walking through this great wilderness, these 40 years. The Lord Yahweh thy God hath been with thee. Thou hast lacked nothing. See? So in going through the wilderness for 40 years, Israel was fed. They didn't die of famine, right? The Lord provided water for them to drink, and basically the things they needed. And when we passed by from our brethren, the children of Esau, which dwelt in Seir, through the way of the plain from Elath and from Ezion Geber, we turned and passed by the way of the wilderness of Moab. So now let's try to find this here. That's Deuteronomy chapter 2. Oh, map. Yeah, so sure, I suppose we can maybe just use something like this, right? So just roughly, right, going around the I don't know how accurate this one is, but long story short, if you're looking at it from going south to north, we ended up passing by the region of Edom, passing by the region of Moab. Obviously, as the scriptures are going to tell us as we keep on reading, we were not to mess with them, okay? Because the Lord had not given us their land, that was theirs. So continuing in verse 9, and the Lord said unto me, distress not the Moabites, neither contend with them in battle. So don't go to war with them, don't try to fight them. For I will not give thee of their land for a possession, because I have given Ar unto the children of Lot for a possession, and that Ar is a city in the land of Moab. And the Moabites come from Lot, so do the Ammonites. So the Lord said, nope, that region or that portion I've given to them, so you're not going to have that, leave them alone. It says here, the Emims dwelt therein in times past, a people great and many, as tall as the Anakims. And these were Canaanites, right, that were likened unto giants, right, really, really tall. But they were called Emims by the Moabites. It says, which also were accounted giants as the Anakims, but the Moabites called them Emims. See what else is out here. Let's look up emblems. Yeah, okay. It just says ancient inhabitants of Moab, of that land of Moab, terrors. Okay. Verse 12, the Horims also dwelt in Seir before time, which are the Horites. But the children of Esau succeeded them when they had destroyed them from before them and dwelt in their stead, as Israel did unto the land of his possession, which the Lord gave unto them. So just like Israel went in there to take over the land of Canaan, that's what the Edomites did in the region of Seir. Now rise up, said I, and get you over the brook Zered. And we went over the brook Zered. And the space in which we came from Kadesh Barnea until we were come over the brook Zered was 38 years, until all the generation of the men of war were wasted out from among the host, as the Lord sware unto them. So 38 years, that's 2 years after they came out of Egypt, until all those of the generation the Lord wanted to pass eventually died. For indeed the hand of the Lord was against them, to destroy them from among the host, until they were consumed. So the Lord hastened it, right? Whether they would get sick or whatever the case is, to get them up out of there. So it came to pass, when all the men of war were consumed and dead from among the people, that the Lord spake unto me, saying, Thou art to pass over through Ar, the coast of Moab, this day. And when thou comest nigh over against the children of Ammon, distress them not. So this is Moab, well, at least according to what we see here, Moab, Ammon over here. So in our journeyings, we were to leave the Edomites alone, leave the Moabites alone, leave the Ammonites alone, and distress them not, nor meddle with them, for I will not give thee of the land of the children of Ammon any possession, because I have given it unto the children of Lot for a possession. So when you look at the territory here that we got, these were, at the time we got them, in possession of the Amorites, right? Sihon and the king of Og. And I believe Sihon took this from Moab, but when we got it, it was in their possession, and we drove them out and kicked them out and took it for ourselves. So this was a different case than like just going into the land of Moab and Ammon and then taking their territory for ourselves. The Lord said we couldn't do that. So as it says here, because the Lord gave that portion unto the children of Lot for a possession. That also was accounted a land of giants. Giants dwelt therein in old time, and the Ammonites called them Zamzumims. All right, and that's just like how the Moabites called them Amims. A people great and many and tall as the Anakims. But the Lord destroyed them, before the Ammonites, and they succeeded them and dwelt in their stead. And he did to the children of Esau, or as he did to the children of Esau which dwelt in Seir, when he destroyed the Horims, or the Horites, from before them, and they succeeded them and dwelt in their stead, even unto this day. So that's how Esau got his land, or his territory. And the Avims, which dwelt in Hazerim, even unto Aza, which is another name for Gaza, the Caphtorims, which came forth out of Caphtor, destroyed them and dwelt in their stead. So the Avims, which were Canaanites, right, dwelling in the region of Gaza, eventually they got their land taken over by the Caphtorims, which I believe are the progenitors of the Philistines. And when you look it up, it tells you that Caphtor is Crete, so that's where they came from. All right, so when you go into it, the Philistines came to the Levant area, right? They weren't just like originally just like popped up out the ground. They came there and took over that region of Gaza and then made it theirs. So when we look up here, let's look up here we at Caphtor. It says here, a crown, the original home of the Philistines, perhaps on the southwest coast of Asia Minor, maybe in Egypt or close by, or more probably the island of Crete. Okay, you have it here, the island of Crete, homeland or staging area of the Philistines. And the relation here of Caphtor and the Philistines, I think it's referenced in some other precepts. Here we go, Amos 9:7. It says, "Are ye not as the children of the Ethiopians unto me, O children of Israel? Saith the Lord, have not I brought up Israel out of the land of Egypt, and the Philistines from Caphtor, and the Syrians from Kir?" So that Caphtor being Crete, whence the Philistines came from, and took over that region of Gaza. Verse 24, "Rise ye up, take your journey, and pass over the river Arnon. Behold, I have given into thine hand Sihon, the Amorite, king of Heshbon, and his land. Begin to possess it, and contend with him in battle." So you're good. Now I'm giving you jurisdiction. So Sihon and his land, you could take that over. And the way the Lord had this happen is by hardening the heart of Sihon, or Sihon, whatever how you say that. I've been saying Sihon, so we'll go with Sihon. "This day will I begin to put the dread of thee and the fear of thee upon the nations that are under the whole heaven, who shall hear report of thee, and shall tremble, and be in anguish because of thee." And you can see why Rahab had that reaction. "And I sent messengers out of the wilderness of Kedemoth unto Sihon, king of Heshbon, with words of peace, saying, Let me pass through thy land. I will go along by the highway. I will neither turn onto the right hand nor to the left." Meaning, we're not going. We're literally just gonna stay on the path. We just need to pass through your land. We're not gonna touch any of your stuff. We're not gonna meddle in any of your stuff. "Thou shalt sell me meat for money, that I may eat, and give me water for money, that I may drink. Only I will pass through on my feet." So, as going through, we'll buy some of your stuff, right? If we need food or whatever, and you guys sell it to us. "As the children of Esau, which dwell in Seir, and the Moabites, which dwell in Ar, did unto me." So they sold us food and meat, and drink as we passed through, as we needed, and we bought it from them. So that's what Moses was saying here onto Sihon. But let's see how that goes. "Until I shall pass over Jordan into the land which the Lord Yahweh our God giveth us. But Sihon, king of Heshbon, would not let us pass by him. For the Lord Yahweh thy God hardened his spirit, and made his heart abstinent." So he made his heart strong. He said, "Nope, I'm not doing it. I ain't budging. That he might deliver him into thy hand, as appeareth this day. And the Lord said unto me, Behold, I have begun to give Sihon and his land before thee. Begin to possess, that thou mayest inherit his land." So go ahead and take it over. "Then Sihon came out against us, he and all his people, to fight at Jahaz. And the Lord our God delivered him before us, and we smote him and his sons and all his people." So we got the victory over them. "And we took all his cities at that time, and utterly destroyed the men and the women and the little ones of every city. We left none to remain. Only the cattle we took for a prey unto ourselves, and the spoil of the cities which we took. From Aroer, which is by the brink of the river of Arnon, and from the city that is by the river, even unto Gilead, there was not one city too strong for us. The Lord Yahweh our God delivered all unto us." So we were just dominating the region. "Only unto the land of the children of Ammon thou camest not, nor unto the place of the river Jabbok, nor unto the cities in the mountains, nor unto whatsoever the Lord our God forbade us." So there were certain areas where the Lord said, no, that's off limits. And we stayed away from those areas. We didn't take it over. And that brings us to the end of the book of Deuteronomy, the 2nd chapter. Lord willing, that was edifying to the elect. In closing, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, Bahasham Recha Kodash. Until next time, Shalom.